Right, thank you, Mr. Simmons. We are now going to move on to the Harlem 122 School Board candidates. I'd like to call up candidate Karen Bell to the stage.
Good evening. It's nice to see your beautiful faces. I'd first like to thank the League of Women Voters and also the students who have worked so hard to put this event together. My name is Karen Bell, and I am a candidate for the Harlem School Board, and I'm running alongside Katie Littlefield, Jeremy Hissong, and also Paul Hoffman. I want you to know that I grew up in Rockford and attended Rockford Public Schools, and then later on moved into Roscoe, Illinois. My daughters attended and graduated from the Harlem School District, and now my grandchildren attend. My career is in public service, working for the state agencies like public housing, health and human services, Department of Family and Protective Services, and now I am a licensed social worker and I work in the area of hospice. My interest is in researching policies that's going to impact our district, and also lobbying for our district for priorities that they need. So this is what we know. There are many things within the district that need our improvement, and I believe that it can be changed, some more critical than others. We all know that our students are what seems like light years behind in reading and in math. In fact, 28% of the Illinois third graders are a big concern. 7 out of 10 of the third graders had difficulty at their appropriate reading level. So we know that spending must be trimmed to identify budget opportunities for what is more significant. We know that our graduate rates must move beyond 85%. So the question is, where's the other 15%? We also know that there are things in our district that we cannot change, like our low-income student rate of 60% as well, and also students who come from multiple backgrounds. I'd like you to know that I'm a collaborative leader and a reputable communicator. I will not stand in the way of the clear vision set forth by the school district. I will not squabble, disrespect, or micromanage policies. We all have the capacity to be leaders, but this doesn't mean that everybody should lead. I will not make a career out of being a board member, selfishly clutching my seat, too frightened to hand over the baton to freshness or newness so that we all may win. I will not discount the current work that has gone forward. However, now is a good time to raise our standards. I will work with my fellow members to articulate a plan for overcoming the deficiencies in our district. To the teachers, I want you to know that I see you. Thank you for your patience in teaching. I will work fervently to support you in helping to overcome your daily challenges. In fact, we can't pay you enough for what you do. I want you to know that I see you, parents as well, and we appreciate you. Thank you for trusting your children in our public school system. Again, I would appreciate your vote on April 1st. Thank you so much.
Right, you may take your seat there. Right. I'd like to call up candidate Paul Hoffman to the stage.
Good evening, thank you. And I too, as a Harlem School Board candidate, deeply appreciate the work that the League of Women Voters put into hosting this event and the students working it. Thank you very much for the opportunity that we can let people know who we are, why we're running, and what we intend to do. As I said, my name is Paul Hoffman, and I was born and raised in the Detroit area. I moved to McChesney Park in 1985 and have lived in the Harlem School District for 40 years. I've met so many wonderful people in this community, and as I worked as an engineer and engineering manager at Collins Aerospace. Lynette and I, my wife, raised our family and participated in several community organizations. And my career was made possible by the education I received through my lifetime and the teachers, coaches, and mentors that spoke into my life. I remembered this as I mentored engineering interns, invested in career coaching, and supported highly skilled workers, people, as they pursued their goals. Some may think it funny, but it was gratifying working for one of my former engineering interns. I'm running for the Harlem School Board at a time when academic quality is a major issue in Illinois, nationally, and locally. I would like to apply the skills that I have developed, including listening, complex problem solving, and building teamwork with people that have competing interests as we review spending, budgets, and fund projects that can improve ELA and math scores, math proficiency. I've heard that many feel that our team, may feel that we want to cut teacher salaries. We have that hasn't even been a topic of conversation. We have no interest in doing that. As Karen has expressed, teachers are the backbone of the education process. So, as my time draws to a close, I want to thank you again for coming, and I would be humbled and appreciate your vote April 1st.
Thank you. I would now like to invite Richard Janisek up to the stage, please.
Good evening. I will apologize up front because of my voice. I'm a retired administrator, school administrator, but I still work for Rockford Public Schools, and today I was a substitute principal at Eisenhower Middle School, and I think I lost my voice somewhere around the 6th grade lunch. I want to thank everyone for all the planning and being here tonight for this event and the opportunity to speak to everyone. My name is Rich Jancic. I live in McChesney Park with my wife, Carrie. She's a 1994 Harlem grad. We have 3 sons. One is a mechanical engineer. One is currently serving in the United States Navy. The other is currently serving in the United States Air Force. We also have 2 granddaughters and 2 very small Italian greyhounds. I've spent the last 36 years of my life working in education. I started as a vocational teacher. I taught drafting, woodworking, and computer-aided drafting. I also coached football, girls basketball, and boys and girls track. From there, I held the titles of assistant principal, associate principal here at Harlem, athletic director, building principal, and my last 10 years of my career as a superintendent. I retired in 2022, but continue to work, again, like I said, in the Rockford Public Schools. As a former superintendent for 10 years, and while I was superintendent those 10 years of 2 districts, so I did everything twice. So I didn't deal with 7 board members, I dealt with 14 board members. And during those 10 years, I attended over 300 board meetings and worked with 50 different board members. Also during that time, I served on a board of directors for Livingston County Vocation, where I was also the president of the board of directors for 2 years. Also serving in Livingston County Special Ed Unit, 10 years, and the president of that board of directors for 2 years. I've negotiated several teacher contracts, worked with the Teamsters to create a new bus driver contract, worked through many building projects, and prepared 20 district budgets. I decided to run for the Board of Education to just simply serve my community and use my educational experiences just to be a resource. I have no hidden agendas. I have no axes to grind. I do have some promises, though. If elected, I promise to always listen. I always promise to have an open mind and I always promise to keep the kids in the spotlight. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. I would now like to invite candidate Diana Johnson up to the stage.
Thank you, everyone. I too would like to thank the League of Women Voters to give us this opportunity to speak with you this evening, and to the students, because I know how much hard work goes into one of these events. My name is Diana Johnson, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I am a 1975 graduate of Belvedere High School. I earned a surgical technician degree in 1976 from Waukesha County Technical Institute. My husband Steve and I were married in 1980. For your math wizard, that's 45 years this May. We moved to the Metesky Park area in 1980, and Steve graduated from Harlem High School in 1972. We have one son, Ryan, in high school known as RJ, who graduated from Harlem High School in 2000. He went on to receive his Bachelor's of Accountancy from Lewis University in 2004, and he received his Master's of Accountancy from Northern Illinois University in 2005. Ryan and his wife, Emily, and our two grandchildren, Rhett and Maisie, live in the southwest suburbs of Chicago. And I can't forget our crazy little fur baby. We have a miniature schnauzer named Mycroft. I was a village trustee for 12 years, from 1993 to 2005. I served under 3 mayors and had a host of different trustees in that 12-year period that I worked with. 16 years as executive director of the Parks Chamber of Commerce, working with a board of 15. Chairman of the Young at Heart Festival for 16 years. Served on the Lions Club, Loves Park Lions Club board for many years, and also a past president. Served on the Loves Park Rotary Club board, also a past president. Served on the Harlem Community Center board of directors, and I served on the Carlson Boys and Girls Club board of directors. I pledge to be a dedicated and involved board member. I believe that communication, cooperation, and compromise, along with common sense, are the keys to being a good board member. I want to continue to keep the Harlem School District moving forward in a positive and productive manner and continue to promote Husky pride. Thank you.
Thank you. I would now like to call up candidate Patty Lawrence to the stage.
Hello, everybody. My name is Patty Lawrence. I have lived in the district since 1996. I want to start by thanking the League of Women Voters for having us all here tonight. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. I know we have some storms rolling in, so it's nice to see some good attendance. I'd like to thank the culinary students, as well as I see our media students are also back there helping us out with the lights and sound tonight. So thank you to everybody. I know what it takes to put on an event like this. I was previously on the Harlem School Board, and that was for 16 years. While there, we unanimously voted for the construction of the new CTE Center, which was built last year, finished this year. And then we also did the turf project out on the football field. I'm very child-centered, so every decision that I make has to do with the community and the children in the district. So that's, let's see, I'm married to Chris Lawrence, and he is here with me tonight. He's an engineer. And we've been married for 30 years this fall. We have 4 children, all graduated and went through the Harlem School District. That's when I found my love for working in the community, as well as helping the kids and being involved with the school districts from elementary all the way up through the high school. So it has been an honor for me to serve, and I'm asking that I be able to serve again. One thing I want to say is people talk about if you come to the board with an agenda. And I'm here to tell you very upfront, I'm coming to the board with an agenda. And my agenda is to provide a safe and respectful learning environment for all students in Harlem. To advocate hiring a full-time grant writer to address building improvements and classroom needs. To focus on improving graduation rate and the school report cards. These are all very important things for our community as well as our school district, and everybody who pays taxes knows we want results out of our school district. And that's what I'm going to try and give you every day that I am on the board. My campaign promise to you is I will serve as an educational advocate on behalf of students and our community schools to advance the vision for the Harlem School District. I will manage financial resources responsibly and uphold the interests of taxpayers. I will advocate for equitable and quality education for every student in the district. I look forward to having your support, and if you have any questions for me, I will be at the table directly outside down the hall, and I look forward to speaking to all of you. Thank you. Have a great night. Sorry, I'm back.
Thank you. I would now like to call up candidate Katie Littlefield to the stage.
Good evening. I'm honored to be your candidate for the Harlem School Board. My name is Katie Littlefield. My husband and I have been head of a small business owners in Loves Park for over 30 years, and I hold an MBA from Rockford University. I bring extensive experience in school governance, having served as Rockton School Board president for 6 years and as secretary of the Hononegah School Board for 2 years. I have seen firsthand what is possible when a high-functioning board collaborates with educators, parents, and the community to achieve meaningful progress for students. As a passionate advocate for education, I believe it is the foundation of our community. Education is the door of opportunity for students to walk through. A strong school system is essential for our children's future and the success of any society. So serving on the school board is an opportunity to ensure our schools remain strong, our students succeed, and our educators are supported. Improving our schools requires dedicated leadership willing to navigate difficult conversations and make thoughtful decisions. Teachers and staff are the heart of our district, and I am committed to ensuring they have the resources, the training, and support needed to thrive. Investing in educators means investing in students. One of my priorities is addressing the achievement gap that widened during the COVID-19 pandemic. These challenges demand innovative solutions, and by collaborating with educators and families, we can accelerate learning. Together, we can rebuild strong academic foundations and equip children with the skills needed for lifelong success. Improving our school districts improves our property values and makes our community more attractive for families looking to move here. I am proud of the Career and Technical Education Center and will work to ensure it continues to provide skilled workers to our area. But we cannot ignore the state of our district's buildings. The district must allocate, it looks like, about $100 million for maintenance over the next decade and a little bit beyond. And where is this money coming from? Has it been planned for? Likely not. Neglecting our facilities for years has led to a crisis, or one that could become a crisis. Even current board members are questioning how these critical repairs will be funded. And if you vote for candidates that are endorsed by the teachers union, you may be voting for a board that plans to shift this burden onto taxpayers, maybe through a referendum. Now, when elected, I will focus on the fundamentals, a strong curriculum, a disciplined learning environment, unwavering support for teachers, and prioritizing school facilities. I will bring informed, thoughtful leadership to the board, always putting students first, putting students, educators, and the community first. I would be honored to earn your trust and ask for your vote for Bell, Hissong, Hoffman, and Littlefield so we can work together to strengthen our schools. Thank you.
Go around there. Thank you. I would now like to call up candidate Diane McKinney to the stage.
Hello there. I'm a little gimpy. I had a little bit of a knee surgery a couple days ago. So it's really nice to be here, and it's nice to see some familiar faces. Some of you I've taught with and worked with and had children with the students there. So hello, everyone. My name's Diane McKinney. I'm a lifelong resident of the Winnebago County, and I've lived in McChesney Park since 1985. I graduated from Harlem District in 1978, and my family are also Harlem graduates. My husband, Bill McKinney, graduated in 1976, and my son graduated from Harlem High School too in 1999. I was an educator in this district for 34 years. I taught at the middle school, teaching special education students at the very beginning of my career. I taught ninth grade health, adaptive PE, learning disabilities. I also worked in the program with cross-categorical students, had many background with the students in many electronic classes, wood building, cooking, all those other things. I taught English, I taught social studies, I also taught reading, and I taught math at the middle school level. Then I went on to Loves Park Elementary. I taught at Loves Park Elementary for 10 years. I am now what we call a retired teacher, even though I am a lifelong learner of education. I have desire to continue to give back to my community. When I retired, I told my friends and my associates that I would not leave this district without trying to give back. I did not substitute because at that point there was COVID going on, and I obviously felt a little bit uncomfortable going into the classrooms at that age and with that, some of my background. I am now running for the Harlem School Board. I feel that I can give back. I have the time to do that since I am a retired teacher. Being a former teacher in the district, I know what a student and what this district needs. I worked with many communities, many committees in this community. I worked with a lot of people building up some type of organizations, fundraising. I also worked with many policies, administrators, building all those policies for our building and our school. I was selected as one of the first teachers to open up the team approach at the middle school. We had the class program. It was our first time that we had teaming at the middle school level. It was a success, such a success that some of the teachers and some of the administration, some of the parents wanted us to continue that from a 7th grade to an 8th grade approach. There are many teams that continue to open up at that point, and we were proud to have the teaming started at the middle school, which is still a success today. I look forward to being a part of this board. I feel like our board is going in the right direction. Not only as a student that I went through this district, not only as a parent that I raised my son, and now as an educator and a retired teacher, I feel that we're going in the right direction. I hope that you will vote for me on April 1st so I can be part of this great school board. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I would now like to call up candidate Evelyn Meeks to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I love this district. My name is Evelyn Meeks, and I'm currently running up for re-election. I moved into this district in 1988. I've lived here since then. I graduated from Auburn High School, not even thinking about coming to Harlem, but once I got here, I never wanted to leave. So I told everyone about this district. Through the years I've been here, I have seen the growth. Sure, we have some problems. Sure, we have things that we need to work on, but it takes us as a community to do that. I want to be as transparent as possible and let you know that I will continue to do what I can do at state level, because I do represent the state. I'm on the ISB State Resolution Committee. I won the Thomas Lay Burroughs Award in 2022 for the #1 school board member of the state out of the whole state of Illinois. I want our students, sure we have some problems, sure we have different things going on that we need to improve, but my main thing is students learning. You're only going to be one time being a child. You're going to always get older. But while you're in school, I want you to be able to enjoy 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. because those are the years you're growing. I want you to be able to go out into the world and always come back to Harlem and remember the good things that you did here at this school. We got the CTE program since I've been involved. We have the playgrounds for the kids. Our CTE programs were designed for students that, might not be college eligible. They don't want to really go to college, but they really don't know what they're going to do. But this CTE program has brought out a lot of happiness for all students, and we're continuing to improve it. But I just want you students to know that, and the teachers, that we are here for you. This board cares about each and every one of you. And I want you to know that whenever you have a problem or concern, I'm transparent. You can call me. And if you don't want anybody to know, who you are, I can keep that to myself too. I try to be here to help everybody, regardless of age, race, sexual orientation, religion, because we are all one person. And once we come together and show how much we care about each other and start focusing on our students, that's the only way that this country will ever be a better student, because we're living in different times. We're not in the 50s, 40s, 30s. We're living now, and times are continuing to change. Help our students to be able to succeed and become better people in this world. So I'm asking for your vote on April 1st. Remember me, Evelyn Meeks, and thank you so much. And I love this district.
Thank you very much. I got Larry Smith right here. You ready? All right, absolutely.
Rock and roll. Happy Pi Day, everybody! All right. Hi, my name is Larry Smith. Thank you for inviting me to this town hall. Thank you for all the people that did all the work to put it together. I appreciate it. As an introduction, I moved to Loves Park when I was 3 or 4 years old. I went to kindergarten at Grace Lutheran Church. They didn't have kindergarten in public schools then. Went to the Harlem schools and graduated in 1976. After graduation, I went to trade school, and I worked as an SAE certified auto mechanic for years. I joined the Army and proudly served for 21 years in active duty, in the reserves, as well as National Guard. I went to Rock Valley College and Northern Illinois University, where I got my teaching certificate. I started teaching in the Rockford Public Schools. I went from there. I taught at the Mill, which was a private school. We worked with troubled youth from around the state of Illinois. I became the education director there. I then went to Jefferson High School in Rockford, Illinois, and I worked there as an assistant principal as well as an associate principal. Then I proudly returned to Harlem High School, and I worked as an assistant principal in Harlem High School, and I was the principal at the Harlem High School 9th grade campus. I worked in the Harlem district for 13 years, and I retired. After retirement, I worked at a biodiesel refinery. I also then went to work for Northern Illinois University. I worked there, and I actually retired from there just last year. I was elected to the Harlem School Board back in 2021 and proudly served on the Harlem School Board since. After getting married, my wonderful wife and I moved to McChesney Park in 1992. Our 2 daughters attended the Harlem schools for 13 years. My youngest daughter actually had only 1 absence in those 13 years, and my oldest daughter didn't miss any days when she was in middle school and high school. They both went to Rock Valley College. My wife has actually served in the Harlem district longer than I did. She's currently on her 22nd year in the district. One of my daughters started teaching in the district while I was still an administrator in the district, and currently is teaching at Harlem Middle School. The Harlem School District is extremely important to me and my family, and I believe it is extremely important to this whole community. I do not have a political agenda. I just want to serve this community. Thank you so much. I appreciate your vote.
Thank you very much. All right, we're going to call up candidate Kurt Thompson to the stage. He's on his way.
No stoop to go higher. Hello, Harlem. How are we doing? A couple things before I start, and I've got some notes here, is let's thank the League of Women's Voters for putting this on. We're all guilty of going to the ballot box and seeing names and not knowing who's behind those names. So thanks for putting that on. You get to face the name, you get to know the story, and all of you guys that are here as well for that same reason. This is important. The reason why you're here is important. What we do is going to determine our children's lives, what they do after that, and where our taxpayers' money is going. No direct difference from that. I am a little nervous, if you can't quite tell, and everyone's doing some great reading. We got some fantastic orders, but the good news is I have been a great board member, and I'd like to continue to do that again. So that being said, I want to start with family. I was born and raised in Harlem, graduated from Harlem, graduated from NIU, and guess what? My wife, same thing. You know what happened? She went to NIU, and she graduated, and she became a teacher. She's been teaching for 18 years. Some of you might have had my wife as a teacher, or some of you, we're getting close enough to where some of your kids might have had my wife as a teacher. Beyond that, I have 3 amazing children, also in this district. Why is that important? I'm in it. You want to know what my axe to grind is, my bias? It's my kids and their education. And guess what? You all get to benefit from that. When my kids succeed and they do something or they see a problem, I'm in there. They get to see how the sausage is being made, and I get to help correct it and use my knowledge. And that's important. My middle child was the first one. When we moved the kids from the 5th grade to the 6th grade, who remembers that? Big deal, right? We're not sure how it's going to go. Is there going to be enough room? And there's still issues to work on all of these things. Are they going to get the education that they need? Guess what? Disciplinary actions are down for our 6th grade this year. 5th grade this year, there's more. They're able to interact with their children more. They're getting to get into additional avenues, not just one classroom. They're getting to experience that, see other kids from the district. Big stuff. And my kid, other board members currently on there, were part of it. It's a big deal. So that's another one that, oh wow. The time goes quick. I am a project manager as well, which means that I talk a lot as well, and we'll keep talking nonstop that way, but I've done a lot of great stuff. We've got the CTE building that has been absolutely amazing, and I want to continue off of that. We've got a lot of work. One of the big things is our early education. I'll talk your ear off on it. It's fantastic. The funds are cut to it. We're going to find to keep that going and grow it because the children we catch early succeed. Again, 3 minutes is so hard. Please find me. I will talk your ear until you're done. I love this district. I am this district. Re-elect me so I can keep doing this work, being goofy up here, but I'm doing it for all of you guys, our kids, and our tax dollars. Thanks, guys.